Hi, I'm Dave with AmberWavesAdventures. We have a cooking video for you today. We're out on the farm. We're going to have a little picnic. Just finished raining, but that doesn't matter. We've got the 270 out. And we're going to use the iCamper Disco today. We're also using pre-cooked Perdue grilled chicken. And the recipe of the day is Carolina Quesadillas. So that's what we're going to make today. These are pretty quick and simple. I put a little olive oil. And you want to make sure this thing is not too hot. Get these cut up a little bit while they cook. And I don't season these. You can if you want to, but we use a Chipotle sauce that has enough seasoning in it, and that's okay for us. You want to cut these up. I don't like too big of a chunk. Obviously, the iCamper Disco gets hotter in the middle than on the edges. And in the future, the near future, I want to do a review on this iCamper Disco cooking system. And I'll show you how we set it up and how we store it and pack it and transport it and all that good stuff. I had a little Chipotle left from the other one we cooked a few minutes ago. So anyway, yeah, it's starting to get hot here in North Carolina, which my wife and I aren't really looking forward to. Yeah, this recipe goes fairly quickly, and it's definitely simple, and you can adjust it to feed, you know, a family of 4 or more. It's typically just my wife and I, and that's how we roll here in Carolina. So let's move that to the side a little bit. All right. I'm going to turn the grill off for now so I don't burn the quesadillas. And we use this Taco Bell Chipotle sauce. Like I said, this is why we don't season these up. This has everything in it that we like. And you could serve sour cream or salsa along with this if you're so inclined. So I'm just going to spread this around a little bit. But like I said, this is a very quick and simple meal, especially if you've been on the road all day. The reason why, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but the reason why we use the pre-packaged or pre-cooked chicken is if you can use raw chicken, you know that quite obviously. We also use this quesadilla cheese. We get that from Food Lion. It provides some really good additional flavor. So the reason why we don't use raw chicken is it just attracts too many flies. You know, even if you put it, you know, in your trash can and stuff, and that's not what we want to attract when we're camping. So we have learned over the years that this works just as good, and thus the reason we use it. I'm gonna put all this in here. Tear up the tortilla. Some people call them tortillas. All right. Let that go for a bit there. Fire this back up. More cheese on top of the chicken. Can't have enough cheese. Yes, my hands are clean. There we go. Right. If you you want to, you can put the other tortilla on without Chipotle. I think that would be a sin. So that's why we do both tortillas. Just like so. Now we're going to heat this up a little bit. Put the potato in. And I have this little Blackstone dome. You can speed the cheese melting process up a little bit while I get a plate ready. You're definitely going to need a thermometer with the iCamper or a scuttle. I think those of you that have scuttles, the infrared thermometer would be a big help to you. I can flip this thing. Oh yeah. Remember, the center is a little more hot than the outer edges. We'll let that go for a few seconds under the dome. That was a pretty good series, Under the Dome. I remember that. Yeah. All right. And I'm going to have a sip of my Pepsi, which is the taste born in the Carolinas. That's good enough. Let's turn this off. Take it over here to the table. Get it cut. And yes, the other thing we do when we camp, we don't use paper plates anymore. We use melamine, and we have a very unique way to clean them. It doesn't use a lot of water, or any water for that matter. So there you go. Take this one. See the cat's perking up over there. He obviously smells the chicken and the food. All right. So, let's just see how we did. Yes, I am sweating. Not bad. Not bad at all. Would be good with some sour cream. I didn't bring that out here. Okay, so, not bad. Get away, fly. So, there you have it. It's a very simple recipe. We'll put it in the section on YouTube for you, whatever. But it's just tortillas, the queso cheese, chipotle sauce, and pre-cooked Perdue chicken. Again, you can modify this, change this anyway to your liking. This is how we do it. It's very quick and simple. And as always, thank you for tuning into this video. We'll have more content, cooking content coming soon on the iCamper and the induction stove that we have. And that ties in with our Jackery solar system and all that. So you'll kind of see how all that fits together. But I'm Dave with AmberWavesAdventures. Thanks again for tuning in. If you like what we do, like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate that. Thank you, and you have a blessed day.